Oh, we just had a couple of, we had Kieran, who was in the vlog yesterday. Lawrence is down there as well. Yes, guys, welcome back to another video. Welcome to 6 things that we learned from Ajax 0, Chelsea 1. What an incredible result that was last night. We just filmed the first episode of the Unnamed Chelsea podcast. It's not actually called the Unnamed podcast, but I'll probably upload it tomorrow, considering the games are coming in thick and fast now. But can we just talk about last night for a moment? Absolutely sensational. That is up there as straight away into the top 3 games in terms of like expectations, what happened, the way it happened. Everything adding together was just the perfect night for Chelsea. Another clean sheet, and this is the first point I want to make in this video today. All of the videos we've made in the 6 Things We Learned series so far, if we look at the things that we have done on a consistent basis, there's been red boxes all over the gap for defending. And last night, against a team such as Ajax, who play such brilliant attacking football, we nullified their attackers with the most assured defensive performance. Kepa wasn't really tested that many times, and yet again we're keeping a clean sheet. And now we're looking at this Chelsea team that can play some really nice attacking flair, creative football, but we're also looking, as we said against Newcastle, at a Chelsea team that can grind out results and not concede goals. So the clean sheet last night for me, considering the opponents, it's got to be up there as one of the main things that we mention in this video. It was absolutely class. And I'm going to give my man of the match, and it's someone who I've given man of the matches to Jorginho a lot, and again he could have been mentioned as the man of the match for his phenomenal display last night as well. Going to give the man of the match to Kurt Zouma, a man who was on the pitch for the entire game. Both Tomori and Zouma were absolutely sensational last night for Chelsea. Tomori didn't put a foot wrong. I thought Zouma was absolutely unbelievable at the back again. He's delivering performances now which really showed the kind of potential that we all know Zouma's had over the years. He had that injury against Arsenal. It's kind of been like he's always been like trying to grasp back at these moments where he's looking to regain the same kind of level and trajectory that he's been trying to hit for so long, but now he's delivering for Chelsea. And if you partner that with Tomori, who, I mean, he's doing Cruyff turns in the Johan Cruyff arena. He's so good. For a player of that age, I could speak about any person who was on the field last night for Chelsea. Could even speak about any of our fans. We were absolutely class. This is 6 things that we learned, and so far we have got the clean sheet as a rounded thing. We've got Kurt Zouma as point number 2, and let's move on to point number 3. And we've got to mention, I got a tattoo on my wrist that I'll never be able to forget from Madrid. I'm not quite going to be getting a second one. I said if he scored hat-tricks in Champions League nights to win us games, then I would get another one. I mean, I could, well, I'm sat here in the sun in Amsterdam, feeling pretty good about myself. I'm not going to lie, it's been an incredible trip. I could go and get a Michy tattoo again, but I'm not going to. Michy Batshuayi, the man who is second fiddle to Tammy Abraham at the moment. He's scoring goals for Belgium. He scored so many big goals for Chelsea. If we look at West Brom away in a black shirt that season, Atletico Madrid away in a black shirt that season, and then last night, again, I don't know what it is about Michy Batshuayi, but he's always in the right place at the right time. When Chelsea need to rely on someone to come off of the bench to deliver the goods, Michy is the man you want to call. He was absolutely brilliant again. He had one that he blazed over the crossbar and then maybe could have laid it off to somebody else and he shot. But again, whenever a striker doesn't lay it off, it's because of confidence. The man scored a goal, could have scored another one. He took the shot on. It was on target. Someone's tooting the horn. Hello, mate. Van Vilsteren, the advisor installer. No idea what that man's doing, but he said hello anyway. Michy Batshuayi gets the winning goal. You can probably tell from my voice that things got a little bit mental yesterday. I said I was going to lose my voice after the Burnley game. I think it's already on the way, to be honest. Michy Batshuayi, I'm not saying that I think he should be starting games because he scored a goal like that, but if he's happy to be coming off the bench, if he's happy to know that Tammy Abraham's the main striker, his goal record already deserves that, to have Michy to call upon in any given moment, you always know when he's in the box, he's a predator. He's a striker who knows where the goal is. Yes, he might miss a couple of chances. Yes, he might do a few silly things and he wears SpongeBob underwear every bloody day. But Michy Batshuayi is a top striker for Chelsea to be able to rely on in the big games, in the big moments. Michy got the winning goal and he deserved a green box of his own. So point number 4. Normally, we leave him to one of the last boxes. Christian Pulisic changed the game. The reason Chelsea won last night is because of the way that the match changed hands when Pulisic came on. And what I mean by this is, when he did come on, the Ajax players were nervous. They were scared of him. So whenever he got the ball, players were being dragged out of positions to go and deal with Pulisic, because he's got this low centre of gravity where he dribbles forward. You don't know if he's going to take a player on, whether he's going to try and make a killer pass. And that kind of unknown unpredictability within Pulisic's game is what scared the Ajax defenders last night. So when Pulisic came on for the last 20 minutes, it enabled him to draw more Ajax defenders out the game, to put players like Michy, who's also come on, and that predatory instinct in the box, get into the right positions. And yet again, Christian Pulisic comes on and gets the assist. If we're talking about like the key stats in football, goals, assists is what attacking players are measured on. Christian Pulisic gets his assist. I think that we're talking about him now potentially starting the game against Burnley, because his performances off the bench have been so good, and it's everything that he brings on the field. He's confident, and it's something that the way that we've all been talking about him in the media, people might be suggesting that Pulisic might be losing his confidence. The way he runs at the defence is certainly not a player who's void of any confidence right now. He gets the assist again, and last night in that away end, whenever he got the ball, he's got you on the edge of his seat. We're talking about Callum Hudson-Odoi, who I'm not going to give him a green box today. I don't think it was his best performance, but we're not going to criticise anybody in this video today. It's another 6 green boxer. Christian Pulisic was the man to get the Chelsea fans on the edge of their seat yesterday. We were obviously up there in the gods. Lawrence and I were in the back row again, as we were for the game against Lille. It's quite a nice place to be. It's decent. You get to kind of overview all of the Chelsea fans. You're up there and you're looking at where the creative input's going to come from. You're looking at who's going to be the man to break through. Ajax played very well defensively for the majority of the game. The game kind of went against the grain of what everybody thought it was going to be. People were thinking like, oh, it's 2 teams that love to attack. It's going to be goals in this one. We snatched it. We absolutely snatched it, and we deserved it as well. Got a little bit lucky with VAR. They had the header that hit the post as well. But it's these things in football that are the way, you know, sometimes you can win playing beautiful stuff. Sometimes you need to rely on these little bits of luck in order to take you by. And right now, Chelsea got the rub of the green, as the phrase may go, as cliche as it sounds. We're winning games playing nice football. We're also grafting out results as well. And Christian Pulisic was a massive reason for that last night. So point number 5, and I'll be completely honest, this season there have been times where I've singled out this man for criticism. If it's come to like talking about collective performances, I've never really singled him out as an individual. Azpilicueta deserves this green box last night for a leadership performance, a captain's performance in Amsterdam, the Johan Cruyff Arena last night. Azpilicueta, it was almost as if he was rolling back the years. And I said this in the podcast that we filmed before I recorded this video. Azpilicueta last night, if there was ever a summary, and if you wanted to have one performance to pretty much overview the 350 that he's made, I think now as a Chelsea player, that was it from Azpilicueta last night. Heart, determination. Positionally, I think he was phenomenal last night as well. He was in the right place and he was leading the team, which is something that has been questionable of this Chelsea team as to where that leadership comes from. Azpilicueta last night was absolutely brilliant. As I said, I was watching the game in the back row, so I've had to watch a load of highlights as well to kind of remind myself of everything. But if we're pointing out individual performances, Azpilicueta was a big reason last night that Chelsea kept that clean sheet that we mentioned in box number 1. And it was a leader's performance, a captain's performance, and it kind of leads me straight into the final point I want to make in this 6 Things video today. The unity in this Chelsea team right now. You see the celebrations when Michy Batshuayi scored the goal. There's some funny business going on between Jorginho and Michy that we won't talk about more than we need to, but right now this squad is just absolutely loving it. And I think a lot of that, again, is down to sometimes if you've got a young manager, if you've got a player who knows the club better than any of the players that are actually playing on the field. We're talking about Frank Lampard, of course. Sometimes that can be ever so slightly problematic, and we'll use the example of Manchester United under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. It's not quite working, but at the same time, it did work at the start, and maybe I'm speaking a bit too soon here. But what Frank has got going for Chelsea right now is this created unity within this Chelsea squad, which is seeing the Chelsea identity on show in every single game. When we score a goal, even the players that don't score the goal are running and celebrating as if they're the ones who have just bagged it. Everyone is happy, everybody is playing for the shirt, and there isn't anybody on the field when we walk off the field right now where I'm thinking, you could have given more, you didn't do enough, and I don't think you're offering enough to the team. And that unity is, I mean, it's a joy as a fan. It's an absolute joy to behold, to see the players connected together. The backroom staff, I think Jody Morris got a yellow card last night. I mean, you just can't write this kind of stuff right now. Frank Lampard has bought the most unity I've seen amongst the Chelsea fan base and the connection with everyone on the field. I don't think it's ever been this good. I really don't. I mean, yes, we've won multiple trophies. We've all felt great. Mourinho came back. It's like everything was being brought together again. Then it's like a glue. All of that stems from the management to what it means to wear that blue shirt on the pitch, or the black shirt last night for Chelsea. And then if we're talking about triangles, the fans love it too, and everything. It's just perfect. I don't even know what I'm saying. You guys have got to allow me today. 6 things we learned from Amsterdam, top of the boat again. Gonna wrap it up here. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. If you haven't yet seen the match vlog, definitely recommend going and checking it out. My voice is well and truly disappearing. I'm gonna go and get myself some gelato. Amsterdam is very well known for its gelato, amongst some other things as well that I won't talk about, because I do like to monetize these videos and try and make a little bit of pocket money to be able to afford to keep coming out here and doing these games every single week. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. If you're not yet subscribed to the George Benson Football channel, make sure you do so. Hit the bell notifications if you want to get notified. I upload new videos every single day, and I do this after every single game. So if you don't want to miss one, sometimes I like to go into a little bit deeper analysis. As a result of last night, it's more just emotive speech really. Absolutely buzzing. Getting a flight back tomorrow, and there's going to be the first episode of a new podcast out tomorrow, so you guys are going to love that. And yeah, unbelievable. Ajax 0, Chelsea 1, 6 things we learned. See you all tomorrow.